Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Outer Worlds. We are finally going to go and see Udom Bedford here at the Halcyon. And before we go in, maybe we steal. No, we're not going to steal from these guys. We'll probably steal from Udom. Well, maybe not if his guards are immediately
I'm just
there.
gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Thanks, Pavarti.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay, so this is Udom Bedford. Let's access his, requires his passcode to unlock. Well, we're not going to get that. We could pick our way in here.
For performance-enhancing stims. A toss ball first.
And that needs the elevator key card. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to steal. Well, maybe we'll be able to steal from this guy.
This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news.
Let's do the simple, sensible thing. Hi.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
I totally am.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Favorite scruffy freelancer. Ooh, here's a turn in Phineas. What? No. We'll be honest and upfront. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
You're in your own. I'm sorry for your loss. We want to get him on side, even if just temporarily.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
Well, what was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yeah, sure he did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man.
I'll take the free XP
Tell me,
anytime.
how did he die?
Well, you see, there were these feral canids.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Those fiends, becoming one with their droppings.
Indeed. Again, very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
No, but I'm sure I will dig it out at some point. Why is the board so interested in Wells?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Okay, well, why do you think I'd know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
No, unfortunately not. He never mentioned him.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Well, I'm here about Jessie Doyle, for a start.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
We are not doing that, Udom Bedford. She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Hmm. Well, way I see it, she doesn't have much choice.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Well, I wanted to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
Can you get me to Stella Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
Me? So no? Hmm.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done it, but what do you do here exactly then?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
That doesn't answer my question.
I send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel
Like
alive.
mine. Yeah. Has it gotten less stiflingly hot in here lately?
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
Well, wasn't the whole overheating problem your fault to begin with?
Gracious, no. I can't imagine what gave you that idea. I only facilitated communication between the board and Chief
Oh,
Tennyson.
Udom, you are the
It's not
worst.
my fault she was stubborn. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not Junlei's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
She's correct, though. Don't talk to her that way.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
We might have to kill him. Take it back, now.
I'm sorry my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Does that work for you, Pavarti?
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Still want to get there. But you're probably not going to get us there. So, why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
Stop me just murdering you. We don't have the intelligence to say to watch your back. And, well, it seems like you're looking for a fight. No, let's say someone has to.
Indeed. What is the saying? The two most common elements in the universe are hydrogen and stupidity.
And I've got the hydrogen.
Someone must stand for reason and order, and the board is best equipped to do so.
Okay, well, one more thing.
Please, go ahead.
What are the locked doors?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Okay, well, does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not.
So,
He'd never set foot on this
why are
decrepit
they
junk
there?
pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Right, okay.
Ask away.
I think that might be all we've got for now. So I would love to get in here, but I suspect these guys will not be happy about it.
Does that dome look safe to you?
Does that dome look safe to you?
I assume they mean the dome outside. Right, let's do our skill points. Ooh. I do like the intimidation that we've done. Pushing dialogue a bit further might be sensible. We're definitely not putting anything in leadership. More in tech will mean that we can do more tinkering. And with more science, we will have, yeah. Let's put 5 more in there. And 5 more over here. And maybe we put a bit more into stealth. Ooh, with stealth, we're now at the point where we have to... Oh no, we're out of points. That's what it is. Right, let's apply those. No additional perks at this level. I can reach that from here. Maybe we'll try it.
What do you think you're doing?
They noticed. Alright, nothing at all.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Okay, they are pretty darn observant. Alright, back on our quest. So, we need to go and talk to Ellie. We can still buy a passageway to Stellar Bay. I think that might be... It's going to be expensive, though. That's the thing. We do have a lot of money. We could do the distress signal on Terra 2 in order to get it, rather than buying it. And also, there's a bounty board in the docking bay. Okay. Well, let's start off by going and telling Ellie that we got her some indentured servitude. He's gonna love that.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
Not exactly paid it.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Okay. Well, are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse? Because I didn't pay Jesse's debt.
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent.
Yeah, well, at least a
but we can
decent
say I'm
negotiator.
repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Alright, well, welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Okay, we're gonna... yeah, meet me on the ship.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Cool. So we'll deal with her when we get back to the ship. In the meantime, let's see if our friend is still over here. No, moved on. Right, well, we'll loot everything up. Jesse has gone. And out we go. Which means I think we might be done on here for right now. Let's have a quick check. So we need to go to Terra 2. We need to view the distress signal in the ship. We need to go to Scylla. We need to go to Monarch. We need to talk to Pavarti on the ship. We haven't found an acid steeper. That's on Roseway. And we need the Stellar Bay nav for that. So yeah, back to the ship. That's just going to be straight on through. We can fast travel, but we'll walk because there is a bounty board, and I do want to check that. I think it said the bounty board in the docking bay. I guess that's probably it there. Let's have a chat with our friend.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what can I do for you?
Looking for a drink. Any
Most
recommendations?
places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Yeah, we've already been in there.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Huh. It's the only port in the colony. See you
Nice
around.
seeing you.
Well, it's not really the only port, but close as damn it. Okay, so this is not... Unless it is just about the posters. Yeah, I'm not seeing a bounty board as such. 2 vending machines here. Let's just double check the map. No, it doesn't look like there is one. Okay, well, we'll just head to the ship now that it's been unimpounded. Anything over the back? Well, it looks like there is. Maximum stealth. Totally sneaked the goods. No one saw a damn thing.
Hey, you got a second?
Felix?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close.
Uh-huh.
Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Really? You're pretty eager to throw in with someone you don't know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
That implies I'd have to pay you. If you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
Don't beg, tell me why I need you on my crew.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss.
Oh my god, he's going to be such a kiss
Besides,
ass.
not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want on your crew?
Competence. I haven't made up my mind. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious.
Great.
Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Okay. Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Okay, that's interesting. What's your biggest flaw then?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
No, that should be fine. You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been
For
waiting to hear
no
that.
money at
Thanks,
all.
boss. You're not gonna regret this.
See you in the ship.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Wow, so we got 2 brand spanking new team members. Let's talk to Pavarti first of all. Random extra stuff just being deposited in the lockers. That feels a bit wrong. Pavarti.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
No thermometers. Is the ship about to blow up?
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure.
Aww.
I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Aww. Comes from the heart, you say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble
Oh.
goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady?
It sounds like
It's
it
a
could
real
be.
romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Well, it sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it.
No, fair
It's
enough.
been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Well, you seemed nothing like a cold shoulder, so you're about the warmest person I ever met. To hell with them. Yeah.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Well, everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, so not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there?
Sure,
Lost Hope?
Pavarti. That's more important. Wouldn't it be easier to talk to her about... No, we'll let Pavarti take the lead on this. If that's what you want.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Well, that was pretty sweet development. What the hell was standing here? Or is that shadows coming from... Unusual, unexpected. Right, let's listen to the distress call if we can.
Welcome back, Captain.
Hey, Ada.
How can I be of assistance?
Can you help me with this distress call thing?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed.
Oh no.
For Allah's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Very, very useful. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Right, so that's 2 things ticked off. Let's have a very quick look. So, the doom that came to Roseway, that's of course there. The distress signal is also Roseway. Could be sold to the highest bidder through Gladys, so definitely worthwhile. That was Monarch. And this was Roseway. So we've got 3 things at Roseway. Let's head back on the Groundbreaker to the ship. Oh, actually, while we're here, we can access Ellie and Felix. So let's do that. Oh my god, she's got a nasty, nasty spiked dagger thing. Officer's Spine. That's a cool name. It's got a decent grip of kit on it. Tech skills +5, yeah. Engineering +15. Welder's goggles. Perception -1 though. Which does affect engineering, but it gets offset. So each of those would get -4. Okay. That's kind of interesting. I don't think we'll give her more kit just yet. Increase medical skill while she's in the party. That seems like a smart choice. And then, yeah, give her the armor rating. As I said, we're probably not going to take her out on the as part of the team, but for right now, that'll at least help. And Felix has a grenade launcher. Of course he does. It's a very nice grenade launcher. It's a level 11 one. We'll keep it on him for now. And melee weapon skill. Okay. Extra persuade while he's in the party. That could be kind of handy. And extra armor rating. Cool. So they're all assigned. Right. Back we go. So we're going to stick with Pavarti and the Vicar. At least until we've done Pavarti's quests. Our engineering is quite good, so we could swap to the other companions at some point. Let's get ourselves to the pub and hear a little bit about her woes.
So, how's this work?
We interrupt.
Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
No, we're just going to stand here awkwardly.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Okay. I'll start with the beer, but you said in Edgewater that the smell made you sick, so how about wine?
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Purpleberry wine's all right if you require a sweetness to your spirits. Seems like a drink that would suit you, Miss Holcomb. Just mind how much you imbibe.
Thanks, Max.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good?
Yep.
Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
Well, generally or specifically?
I mean, just with Junlei.
Okay.
I don't know what to do about us.
But try being upfront. So, yeah. Why did the message get you so unsettled?
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know.
Isabel could
Maybe
be the
I've been
name
making
of
a right fool of
a
myself
ship.
this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What did she actually write in the message?
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What is this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Let's get you some water. I'd rather get some experience out of this.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
I like she's actually got
It's best to proceed with a light hand. the
proper
first time.
water bottle as well.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
Well, about what?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of
Yeah,
terrifying
you're definitely
questions thrown at my
stressing
head.
too much.
Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
These are all potentials. Don't stop there, you're on a roll. Well, there's an easy way to get answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Well, then you go your separate ways. Yeah, I think that's a smart thing to say.
Just move on? Like snapping your fingers? I don't know. Maybe I got a weak heart. It all just seems impossible.
Well, you won't know until you try.
Yeah, I know you're right. I just wish it were that easy, is all. I'm not used to speaking free with folks. Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know my mind. Excepting my dad. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
Oh, a lot of people do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for.
That's understandable.
Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
So, are you gonna ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Oh, hell yeah. Wow, if we had determination and inspiration, we could do that way. But let's just do persuade.
All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably.
Yeah, just as we're leaving.
Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
I'm just going to make sure
it's
you
not
don't
like I
see
could
when
be
I murder
elsewhere.
people.
Nor am I capable of neglecting a wayward lamb in need of guidance.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
I mean, that's basically the ship. So, awesome. I think we made good progress with Pavarti there. So let's take her back to the ship. I suppose this is probably the bounty board.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering.
What bounties do you have
With
available?
that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay, good to know. I'll be on my way. Back onto the ship, and then I think we're going to head to Roseway.
Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
Thanks, Ada. Right.
Hey, Captain.
Let's just have a check.
I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
That sounds like it went well. Did you talk to Junlei?
I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Okay, not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
So Junlei does like you, and she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Hey, look at that. Pavarti side quest all done. Okay. Well, with the extra points that we have, I'd like to keep pushing up our tech. So that we can get our science up to a base of at least 40. Yeah, that feels quite good at the moment. So engineering now, we have to individually put the points in. Which is fine. But while we're still getting things leveled up, let's stick 5 points in over on the dialogue stuff, so we're getting our persuade and intimidate and stuff up a bit higher. And then the final point for right now can go in all the stealth bits. So that's all nicely sorted. I do like that you get a lot of economy in putting the points in initially. And then down on the perks, right, tier 2 perks. I haven't had a look through these yet, so let's have a look. Ooh, time dilation meter restore per kill, that's interesting. Extra science weapon damage, that's got potential to be awesome. We've already got extra science weapon magazine size. The Lone Master. I think we're always going to have companions with us. Health restore per kill is kind of interesting. But I think we'll go for the science weapon damage. And now we just need to push for science weapons. Okay, well, with that, I think that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of The Outer Worlds. See you soon.